What is up, guys? Welcome to Truth and Transparency Venmo Night. Again, thank you for the moderators for being here, subscribers, members. We're going to take a look at a bunch of transactions. Again, all I ask is that you guys be kind to one another and feel free to have your opinions. But again, just make sure that you guys are kind to one another. Let's see. Again, there were the drunk turkey had their baby. I say it like they had it collectively together, but yeah. So the drunk turkey had their baby. So congratulations, there is a drunk turkey baby out there. So glad I never used Venmo. Yeah. Throw up those thumbs, throw up those high fives and hugs. Again, welcome. All right. So Venmo transactions are all public unless you make them. Like, see where you can select the world right there. Let's see. Right there. Breakout party. Beta. Kendra. You know damn well you ain't eating no pizza when you getting buff like that, girl. There's no way that you're eating pizza when you're getting that buff, girl. And if so, I want to know how you're doing it. No way. Oh, it was 10/21 though, I guess. So that was like a year ago. Why would anyone make their Venmo public? I don't know. Let's take a look though. Oh, Bethany paid Maddie back in 2021. Flowers. I don't know. Anybody know what that means? Tonight is just the glance through, by the way. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so this is April 12th of 2022. April 12th. Okay, so this is how I went ahead and started realizing who was living together because people were buying like paper towels and stuff. And so, boom, 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 boom. Taxi, cinnamon. Again, there's a bunch of roommates right there. Taxi, paper towel. Again, April 12th. A lot of purchases. April 3rd, cinnamon. April 9th, taxi. I don't know. See what else we got here. Okay. Really interesting here. Dinner on the 25th of 2022. January 24th of 2022, clothes. She bought clothes off of her. Those leather pants too. See, this is what I'd be having fun with my stuff too. Love. I'd be writing booty call up in there. Again, this is public. These are public. See if they have the little worlds. This is public. It's all public. Doesn't say what it was for. May 22nd of 2022. So right here, Wi-Fi. You're paying somebody for the Wi-Fi. So That's how I was able to realize who Xana lived with before she moved into the house, was who she was living with, and that they were paying bills together. Good soup. Again, this is May 15th, 2022. Let's go like this. You can make your Venmo so you can show that or not show it. Venmo is like Cash App, person-to-person payment app similar to PayPal. Yeah. You don't have to always put a description. So you don't always have to do that. Okay, so we got Venmo for days, though. Oopsies. Let's see here. Let's see what this is. Yeah. All right, I'm going to share the screen again. This is from Ethan. So he had 31 people that he had on at the time. 31. That was the Jack on November 12th. Payment to Jack. I believe that's something to do with a ride, but I don't have that, 100% down. Ethan to Kaylee, the yeah. Ethan to Kaylee, thank you. Ethan to Xana on November 11th. October 15th, 2022, toilet paper, TP. Dylan to Maddie, October 12th, some smiley faces. Haley to Maddie on October 10th, gas. I think they went to Boise. They went somewhere for the weekend, I think. Wine plus candle wax thing. Oh my God, speaking of candle wax thing, have you ever put you put like this, what is it called when you put that in your ear? You like light it on fire and you put it in your ear and it's like a rope and it like sucks out all the wax in your ear. Have you guys ever done that? That's what that reminded me of. New member. Welcome. Is it ear candles? Is that what it's called? Called candling? Ear candling? Yeah. I'm gonna have to. I haven't done that since college. I think we did in college. Yes, ear candling. It's called that. So thank you. Haley, I can provide a brief. Okay, so what it is it's like basically like a bank account, where you can just like you send money back and forth to whoever. So let's say you go out to eat and somebody picks up the tab. Oh, here, I'll just Venmo you. And then I use my card to pay for it. But yeah, it's a form of, I mean, basically now like they have like PayPal, you get like a card, Cash App, you like they actually give you like debit cards now. But instead of kids carrying around like cash and going like to the ATM machine, this is just a way to pass money back and forth without having to say, "Oh, hey, let's go to the ATM and let me take out money so I can give it to you." So that's kind of what I ruled out when people were like, "Oh, did somebody go to the ATM machine?" That night, the night before, leading up to the murders. And I'm just like, well, yeah, I mean, they could have. That's why they maybe wanted that surveillance footage, or depending on what they could see or who allegedly went there and things like that. But kids in college, they're using their what do you call it? They're using their Cash Apps, their Venmos, their PayPal. I don't know. I can't tell you really that the last time that any of my friends were like, "Hey, is there an ATM around here? Can you stop off and go to an ATM?" So, but it's the best way that I could describe it. So. Let's see, October 1st, Sonic candle. They must be liking their candles. Wine plus candle wax thing. I I think Maddie's funny right there. Wine plus candle wax thing. I don't know. But Kaylee had to pay Maddie for the candle. And, everyone's putting in their fair share for all the house candles. Because those 3 wicks from, what is it? Bed Bath and Body Works. Those 3-wick candles, man, they'll get you. Next thing you know, you're buying 6 of those candles at $30 a pop after tax, $180 worth of candles. You better get your, everybody puts in their money. Thank you there. Let's see. You know how they had those lights outside? Those dangling lights. So here you go. So Kaylee paid Maddie. So Maddie was pretty much in charge of the Wi-Fi. Maddie paid Santa for the lights. Those are outside. That was a carryover. Let's see. Paper towels to Dylan. Then Maddie paid Dylan lights. Maddie paid. Oh, so she charged. Okay, I'm sorry. Maddie charged Xana for the lights. Maddie paid Dylan for the paper towels. Maddie charged Dylan for the lights. That's September 25th, 2022. Those are the outside lights that were dangling. Sorry, as I'm going back and forth to the screens, it's hard for me to pay attention to all the chat here. So, whose Venmo had a lot of likes? Well, a lot of them ended up having a lot of likes once they passed, when they were deceased. That's why. Only 11 minutes late. Woohoo. Welcome, Annie. Hello. All right, so let's go back to We're going to hello to everybody. All right, so this is, okay, so Maddie had 144 friends on her Venmo Connect. So 144 of her friends use Venmo. And we saw that Ethan had, what, like 31? So on November 12th, Maddie paid Kaylee for the coffee. Maddie charged Kaylee for the utilities. Something that we talked about in a live before was, we'll go when we show like more about those utilities. Maddie paid Xana sweatpants, return minus utilities. The reason here that Maddie charged Kaylee for the utilities, because Xana is the one that was paying the utilities. So see how sweatpant return minus utilities. Let me show you what I mean by that. Dylan paid Maddie something on November 9th as well. Here we go. Okay. Tippy, November 9th. Tippy, I don't know. Dylan paid Maddie Tippy on November 9th. Dylan paid Maddie Starbies. Oh, is that Starbucks? Maddie charged Dylan for the utilities on November 8th. Kaylee paid Maddie tea. Kaylee paid Maddie casa, something in like the house, something to do with the house, maybe the house payment. You know, Xana paid Maddie see casa, so like that's their monthly payment for probably November coming up. Maddie charged Kaylee for tub. I don't know. Complicated bookkeeping. Salsa, October 17th, 2022. Maddie charged Kaylee. Sorry, I meant to request. Maddie paid Kaylee pumpkin, October 16th. Maddie paid Dylan, huh? Maddie paid Kaylee. Oh yeah, this is the Luke Combs. I'm telling you, it's happening this month. I looked it up. The Luke Combs, I think, concert is this month in May out in, I want to say it's in Boise. Maddie charged Xana toilet paper on the 15th. I want to double check that concert, but that's what that was for. Let me double check that. Luke Combs concert May. Yep, Boise. The tour dates May 20th is in Albertsons Stadium. May 20th. So Luke Combs. That's what they did. So I hope that group is still going there. Wow, they bought the tickets early. Yeah, I think they went on sale early. If you want those good seats. Luke is a good concert, so hopefully people are still going to that. Dylan paid Maddie on October 12th, smiley face. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Maddie charged Kaylee utilities plus house cleaning stuff. Xana paid Maddie for the costume. Dylan paid Maddie. Kaylee paid Maddie. That was for Winco. Utilities and cleaning. Costume because of the Halloween coming up. Utilities plus house cleaning stuff. Curious to see how clean their house was. Everyone had to do their chores, though. So maybe the house was, was getting clean. That payment said Kaylee McConnell. Yeah, that's who she was going with the concert. There was a group of girls. So, yep. Let's go like this. Okay. We got so many of these. Xana paid Ethan October 22nd, just a big heart. Ethan paid Jack Skinner, another. Ethan paid Jack. This is October 22nd, just a, yep. October 21st, Battlers, Gus. I know Kyle's in his sorority, I believe. Kaylee had 139 friends. So Keely and Maddie, I think it was like basically had the same amount, 141, 139. Again, this is the stuff from the November 12th with the coffees, the the coffee. Let's see that right here. Ethan. Paid, oopsies. Conrad, yep, on October 14th. Ethan paid David on the 8th, yep. Thanks. Everything was. Everything was. Thank you. Ethan paid Santa Domino's. So maybe that I don't know if they got pizza on the November 11th, and maybe that they're getting the days confused when someone was like, I thought they were eating pizza. I don't know. There's a Domino's payment from Ethan to Xana on the 11th. So watching a movie with pizza, maybe that happened the night before. Drinks. Kyle charged Ethan the drinks. Xana paid Ethan lunch. Hunter, Ethan pizza. It makes sense to me. Maddie was like actually receiving a bunch of the payments and stuff from the people for the house. I mean, it was her house that junior year, and then so she took it over, and everybody was new besides Maddie. So when it comes like the house stuff, there was an interesting one that looked like somebody wasn't paying, and so and somebody gave somebody a reminder. Yeah, making this public seems crazy to me. Kids are way too open with their personal info now. It blows my mind. Yeah. So, Maddie was the mommy. Let's see what else we got here. There was. Okay. This was how we figured out who moved in, who paid who, whose name was possibly on the lease. So here, Pizzagate. It's funny. Okay. Dylan paid Alice Simpson. Her daughter lived in the house with Maddie and the other girls at Maddie's junior year. So Dylan paid Alice for furniture. Okay. Dylan, instead of writing deposit, like your security deposit, she put direct deposit, but I believe that she meant security deposit because instead of just asking the landlord for someone's security deposit back, I'll just pay you your security deposit. And then it's just, that's what people do. And then see right here, her house payment again, because she, I believe, was subletting. And so she moved in August. That's how I looked at everything. She sublet that August month. So Ruby, I don't believe, was living there. That's why I think this lease is going to be really interesting for me when it's, you're talking about people signing these leases. Well, if you just sublet and you just did it all underground, it would just, that house may still be reflecting, we don't even know who's on that house. Police could have just been like, yeah, we know there was a 6, name on the lease. Well, I want to know if any of those names, who are they reflecting? Did any of these girls actually physically sign a lease, or did they just take over the lease from the previous people because they were just quote unquote subletting? So again, these are Venmo transactions that were, these are all public. Like when I say public, see this little world sign? If you want to use Venmo, you can either make it so that it's a private transaction or it's a public transaction. And all of this was public. So yeah, Dylan bought the furniture. She paid her security deposit and the house payment. And I believe that's for, there you go. You got your August payment. And then your August 25th payment is for September 1st. And she clearly bought some furniture off of her. Thank God I keep all my social media transactions on private mode. Young people don't seem to have personal boundaries regarding finances, friendships, etc. I agree. One of the reasons I was like, I'm not a Venmo user. Everyone's always like, do you have Venmo? I'm like, nope, sure don't. Cash App or PayPal. I do Zelle. But yeah. Why pay Alice and not Maddie for the house payment? Because I think that had to do with the, I think Maddie took it over. So, like Maddie's junior year, I don't believe that Maddie was in charge of the house like that. And in fact, I think I found payments. I just have to keep going through this stuff where Maddie's actually paying Simpson. And then she takes it over at some point. Maddie takes it over. And actually, they're I can prove all that because they're in here. So, yeah, but Maddie didn't, from what I can tell from these transactions, she wasn't paying the house her junior year. I believe that Simpson was. So, why no Bethany? Bethany just has, I think, one that I was able to come across in 2022. She clearly had it. Some people, like I said, they switched up. Like I didn't. I had Venmo at one point, and I was like, yeah, no. I didn't want to do Venmo anymore. I just was like, it's basically like social media, like your money. It's just people know who you're with, what you're doing, that where money is going. Like I just, that's just wild to me. So So maybe Bethany was like, yeah, this is crazy. I'm not using, Venmo. I don't know. She could have been, she could have just been paying straight up cash dollar bills. A stalker's dream, sadly. Well, yes and no, because when you actually look at this, as far as like stalking goes, I'm gonna be able to tell you who hangs out with who. But like when the stuff that they're writing down, like what does yup mean? I don't know what it doesn't. It's not gonna help me as if I'm stalking you. But if you're writing something like at Martin's Lounge from 12 to 2 a.m., like yeah, doing shots, doing picklebacks all night at Jerry's. Yo, can you elaborate on the cartel that you accused the kids of being a part of? Accused? I didn't accuse anybody of being in any cartel, but good to see you there, Queen Bee, and that's not what this episode's about, so have a good night. Definitely didn't accuse anybody of being in a cartel. Oh. I think it says Venmo, Idaho4. So I think maybe somebody else is doing that. Surely didn't accuse the kids of being in a cartel. Yeah, here are the Venmo transactions. Check it out. This is how they're carteling it. Come on. Come on in. Oh, shit. Hey, Boston. I got an email about, did you get it from that van life? Yeah, see, that's what happens. I wouldn't ever get an email from somebody and then come in someone's live and be like talking about something that I never saw before. So that's you can email me though, but yeah. But that's the wild, wild west. Mm-hmm. Let's see what else we got here in the bag of tricks. I think we did that one. Okay, here's one that I wanted to show. Okay, so the rest of Dylan paid Alice for the rest of the furniture on September 2nd. Xana charged Dylan for coffee on September 2nd. But Dylan, I guess, was like, I'm digging this furniture. I'm going to keep it. Here you go. I just think that she bought her out of stuff that she already had in the house. And rather than if it's nice stuff and you like it, who wants to move it, We did that all the time. Thanks, Queen Bee. You have a good night too, hon. So. Now, when you would actually do these and you took the screen, like if you got the screenshots right away, you could get stuff like this. So check this out. This is what I was looking for. There you go. So Ethan paid Jack on November 12th, 2022 at 11:40 p.m. public. So when you got the screenshots within a certain time frame, you're going to be able to get the actual like timestamp of it. So this was one of those batches where you got the actual timestamp. At one point, didn't it show amounts? That stuff you get to pick if you want that private or not. So Yeah, kids today are so open with everything. I think so. Until the cops come around, then nobody's talking about anything. Again, just a shout out there. The drunk turkey, they had their baby. They had their baby and they named Atlanta. I'm just kidding. But the baby is here. So let's go back to this. Okay, here we go. This is this fake fight stuff. I don't know. You guys can be the judge yourselves. People were asking about this in a couple different emails. So, fake fight, LMAO. LMAO. Hello weekend. Fake fight is about to be a girl fight. Avista is who they pay. It's a bill company. So here, take a look. Take a look. Where's it at? Okay, Kaylee charged Xana for whatever face. Then Xana charged Kaylee for Avista. Then that was on November 3rd. And then Maddie charged Kaylee utilities on November 11th. Xana charged Kaylee power for October. People be reminding each other they need to pay their bills. So I don't know. So yeah. Now we have a breakup party. We had a fight party. Now we have a breakup party. I don't know if the names of these, don't know. There we go. There's that was before. I think you guys saw this one. The breakup party, 11/3/2021 breakup party. But that's the only one I could find of Bethany. I thought there was another one though in 2022. I have to check these. I'm trying to put them in order for this Excel sheet. We found the bar stools. So let's see, those ones are at bar stools. There we go. The barstool supplies. They were bought on or around August 19th. Patty's is, I believe, a place to drink. Let me share this. August 18th, Patty's. August 18th, Patty's. Dylan paid Xana. Dylan paid Xana. Xana paid Maddie. Xana paid Kaylee. Again, all this is on the 18th. Ethan paid Xana coffee. They get coffee in the morning. Ethan paid Xana Panda. August 19th, Xana paid Maddie for the bar stools and supplies. That would be the bar stool, one of them that you saw in the door. Bridget B says she loves going on Venmo and seeing who's still active and who's not, who's been shuffling their cash and who's not. So all this payment for coffee, drinks, etc., don't they carry a debit card to pay their own? I know. I mean, it's in college when somebody's gonna go and not everybody wants to go. So hey, I'm making a coffee run. Do you want me to get you something? Well, you're not gonna give your debit card to that person. So a lot of the things I see with this is if I'm gonna go buy beer, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna go buy the beer. Maybe I take somebody with me, but the other people that didn't come, you know, hey, this is what your white claws were. So then they're not gonna put this is for my white claws when they're 19 or 20, and they're gonna put yep, or flower or a star, whatever. But yeah, like when I was in college, all of us wouldn't get in the car and go piling over to Party City and getting everything. It would be who wants to go, and then two people would go. We'd probably, if we were doing a keg party, we'd probably take one of the football or baseball players with us because we're not carrying that shit. So they would come for those purposes, and then we would just have the total. And um, back when I was in college, though, we didn't have these apps like this, but people would just throw their cash in and use the good old per diem money that we got from the university for sports. So, but yeah, so people were like, where was it? Why aren't people just, don't they have debit cards? Yeah. But I just think these are a lot of this stuff is when people are going on a run, in my opinion. Let's see what else. What else do we got in this crazy batch? Okay, here. We were talking about like the zip game or zip ties or whatnot. I think it's a drinking game. And thanks for watching Murphy. So Kaylee paid Xana to watch Murphy on the 16th. Xana paid Britta and patio lights to Xana. They probably bought a new Britta. August 17th. Barstool for kitchen. Xana paid Maddie. See, they did it the right way. Y'all just don't buy the bar stool. Y'all have one bar stool. One person's gonna have that. Thanks for watching, Murphy. I don't know how much I owe you. Sham. August 15th. There you go. There's your zip. August 14th. And I have the picture, or we have the body cam from the party on the 16th, and they had those zips on. So I don't know. Damn, I would charge you over playing with Murphy. You guys are giving me the munchies. Panda? Jeez. Yeah, you can always follow the money. So then the big part of here is obviously with Venmo, you're not able to see your deposit. It just comes out of your checking account that's linked to it. But I just don't believe that everything that they did was through Venmo. Not everybody can take Venmo. You know what I mean? Like when you're out and about, when you're buying stuff, you're using your cards. But they did subpoena this, or they did. I'm sorry, have a search warrant for this, and just like they did all the other apps. But I want to know: did Dylan and Bethany have a job? We hear about everybody else's jobs. Kaylee, with the coffee place. Maddie, Xana, Mad Greek, and then you have, Ethan. But there's been no talks about what Bethany or Dylan did as far as did they have a job? Where did they work? So interested to find that out. And hopefully here by the end of this month and the next month, we'll have those answers. Someone said zip is an ounce. Well, my daughter said people she knows puts a red heart for ecstasy. I'm old, so I'm clueless. Again, I'm just reading off here. You can get a pack of zip ties at the dollar store. Can't imagine asking or sending money for that from a friend. Oh, if you actually follow their Venmos, though, they are very, like, why would you pay somebody for coffee? I get you this time, you get me that time. Is it just a cup of coffee? You know what I mean? That's what I've always said when I look at this stuff. I'm like, okay, you pay that time, I pay this time. I don't know. Learn a lot in these chats. Again, I'm just reading off these Venmo transactions. Yeah, the first donation to Ethan's was $6. I don't know if that was like an inside thing, but definitely was. Yeah. And they had the zips on. It was like the same. It was like a day or two before that party. I'm learning all kinds of drug stuff here. Look out, drugs. I think everybody has their own codes with drugs, anyways. I mean, there can be a couple things that be universal, but no offense, but if I'm running some drug operation, I'm not going with some standard ass shit. Oh, hey, everybody says this to do this, so let's do that. Nah, I'm probably not going to do that. It'd be way more secretive than that, especially if I'm having people write that shit on Venmo. And then I just can't imagine people that were, anybody that would be buying and selling. I mean, weed, who cares, in my opinion. But like hard stuff, tell me if you were a drug dealer, you're going to be like, I can't believe that you just wrote that as what you paid me. Like, you're not going to be, I don't know, doing all that crazy crap. Oh, Dre, that's a little, thank you there. Thank you there. Doc just sent me a Cash App. Oh, thank you. You guys, I know we've had proms going on tonight. Like, I've been seeing my nephew's pictures. He's so handsome. My baby Boston. I never heard of proms being on Thursday nights, though. Our prom was on, what was it, for Friday or Saturday? Yeah, was it Friday? I thought ours was Saturday. And then we all went to, ours was Saturday. He's so handsome. I miss college. I miss high school. High school, college, man, no worries. I have young kids, so I need to learn the lingo. There you go. Hang out in here, you'll learn way too much stuff. Yep, always Thursday here. Tomorrow is senior skip day. Aw. So are you sitting by the door waiting up? Do you have a 360 Life GPS? You would be surprised how many drug dealers get prosecuted for using Venmo. I mean, yeah, what fucking idiots? That's what I would say. Oh my gosh. 450 people. Everybody's knowing everybody's business where you're from over there. We think that the pink flowers mean cocaine. That's the universal sign over there. I miss when you could only buy drugs in cash. Again, that's not what I'm saying. It's just what I'm reading. Just reading all your guys' comments here tonight. Criminals are not too smart. It's the ones that don't get caught that worry me. Yeah, I guess they're getting caught for a reason, right? Or they got some snitches. Yeah. This weekend though is because I'm gonna be closing this out here soon here. But this weekend I will be having at least one. I have one confirmed University of Idaho student that's going to come on the show Truth and Transparency to tell us some stuff that we might want to hear. I think that we do. And so I'm asking to be respectful of the guests. We're going to keep them anonymous for very, very obvious reasons. The chat will be for subscribers and members only. If we see things that start to go cray, we will be making the chat only members. But again, that's this weekend. Graduation is this weekend. Maddie would have been graduating. Kaylee already would have graduated. And I want to hear from the students because I don't think there's too many people out there that can say that during their senior year or during any year that they went to school in college that they would have ever experienced something like this. And how has it affected them? How was life before? How is life now? What have you changed because of it? How's the community responding as far as like teachers? Like, what have you noticed? And then, yes, we will talk about the case, and yes, we will talk about the area. And I'm going to be relying on you guys for the last 30 minutes or so because we will do questions from the audience. So, what is DM's dad's occupation? I don't know off the top of my head. I think he's like a contractor. So, and right now we have this interview set up for the evening of Sunday of Mother's Day. So I think it's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, which would be, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, 6 p.m. West Coast. I think that's what we were discussing. I'll go ahead and make sure that there's a thumbnail and there's a link and everything like that ahead of time. But I think it's important to hear from the students. So think about what kind of questions you may have. I think there was something else I wanted to show, one last Venmo transaction before we head on out. The 4 of them are all getting certificates this weekend. Interesting. I agree, Michael. When you see all this, especially when you see the stuff that's all like leading up to, they just had moved in. The one girl's buying the other girl's furniture. They're talking about clothing. They're talking about their costumes for Halloween. And then just like the simple like day-to-day life stuff, like, yeah, who's going to go buy the toilet paper this time? Who's going to go buy, the paper towels? Just like anything when you get a new house or an apartment, you have to all the stuff that you just forget that you're like, oh, I gotta go pay, buy this and buy that, and plates and dishes, and I'm sure a lot of that stuff probably got left, or people were like taking that or asking that for that to stay. Yeah, the university is honoring the students that passed in the fall, and a few more, including, okay, so Caden Young will be also honored. And I want to talk about Caden Young a little bit more coming up in the next week as well. I know that people want to talk about Emma Bailey and her connection, and I've been digging to see where that actually could lie, and how and stuff like that. But I know that people have been talking about, was she the DoorDash driver? I have no comment on that right now. There's nothing other that says that she was. Doesn't mean that she wasn't. If this was a legit DoorDash order, and all that stuff, or if this was like some made up DoorDash, you're acting like you're door dashing and you're really not. So, but definitely researching it all. I know that Brian put in a motion this evening that he doesn't have enough time to prep for that 522, hearing for the gag order. He'd want to bring in experts and things like that, and would need more time. Because as it is, they're preparing for a preliminary hearing. But I thought his attorney's motion was, it made me chuckle, the language that was in there. Again, this is something that I'm going to talk about tomorrow. So we'll do that tomorrow. But go ahead and run this back. You guys can see how Venmo works. Like I said, there's a bunch more, and I'm working on putting them all in chronological order for this big timeline reveal. So, but yeah. Again, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys for being kind. And on your way out, make yourself known. Thumbs up the video, thumbs down the video, and feel free to share with whoever. And I'll get those thumbnails up for the different upcoming lives over the next 72 hours. So, and I want to say thank you for Dre Latina. Thank you for my Cash App. I saw it beep through. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm right there with you. Venmo, like Cash App, nobody knows who I just Cash App. Like, it's like Venmo is like Facebook without, like, there's just certain things you just can't do. But stuff pops up and you can just write whack stuff. Like, I could Venmo somebody right now and say, thanks so much for the fun time last night. Thanks for the 30 minutes. Thanks for the lap dance. Do you guys know that strippers take, like, Cash App, Venmo? Like, strippers will literally be giving you a lap dance. They'll take their phone and they'll say, like, here, scan my Cash App. So much for putting dollar bills anywhere. But just what's the word I want to use? Oh yeah, just Cash App me. Wait, what? You don't want my dollar? You don't want my 20? No, girls, scan my Cash App. Okay, wait, how do I do that? Take your phone out and here, scan my phone. Okay. Oh yeah, you popped up right. What's your name? Yeah, and then just go ahead and tip me. Oh, and I'm supposed to pay for this lap dance too? Yeah, it's 30 plus a tip. Oh, okay. What? Yeah, just 40. Sounds great. What? 3 minutes? I don't know why more people aren't strippers, man. Talk about a job. Let me just go do a couple dances. I'll be right back. Anyways, but I'm being serious. Strippers are using Cash App, and I'm over here just like, y'all are giving your names away, and they're like, well, no, you can technically you can have your Cash App say different things, and I'm just like, wow. Now strippers' money is being like traced. There's really no money being transferred. Anyways, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you see like strippers and their clientele conversing, okay, and they have their phones out and they're scanning each other's phones, I'm telling you, no one's giving each other. This is not phone numbers, so don't be getting jealous, okay? You guys, they're just getting Cash App back and forth, okay? It's all good. Girl got to get paid. Thank you so much, Terry. Thank you, Lana. I love your shows. You're the best. I will take that all day, Terry. And like the Cash Apps, everyone has like it's the $sign, and then you get to pick what you want. And I was just like, oh, I just want my name, okay? And I should have just like, I'm like, okay, I'll just put my name out there. Well, not if I was a stripper. I'm gonna put like, I don't know, Candy next on stage. All right, I'm just getting silly now. Thank you guys for all that you do. But you can also, just so you guys know, Venmo is private. You don't have to have it public like this. But yeah, so I think that you guys are really going to appreciate my guests this weekend, especially if you guys want to talk about drugs. So if you want to talk about drugs, you're really, really, really going to probably enjoy the show. So let's hear what the University of Idaho, whether it's one student, whether it's a couple students, I do my job vetting. We're going to do our part here and to keep everybody that is choosing to come forward anonymous. We're going to protect the people that want to talk, speak up and out and talk about things. We're going to protect those people by allowing them to be anonymous. And then just trust my process that I'm not pulling people off the street for them to come up here and act like some University of Idaho. We're going to be using Google Earth and Google Maps to show some locations of stuff. So it's going to be a very informative live from the viewpoint and firsthand account of the students that are there, and they most certainly knew the victims. So, yep, to all of our mothers out there too, get ready for your weekend, to all the moms. So, you're very welcome. Thank you for carefully vetting and protecting those coming on your channel. Definitely, always. And like I said, if there's other people out there and you're hearing this, and maybe you hear the people this weekend and you're like, okay, you know what? I have something to say. Email themindchallenge@gmail, truthtransparency3. Email, create a separate email account to keep yourself, but if you want to be anonymous, that will be 100% on my end. So again, thank you guys, and we'll see you this weekend. And when I say this weekend, Friday kicks off that weekend. All right, take care, guys. Till next time.